Hello, 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 Year 5, and welcome to your SPAG lesson for today. As I said yesterday, this week what we are going to be doing is we're recapping some of the spelling rules and some of the words that we were focusing on last term. And I'm trying to mix it up with some slightly different activities so that we don't end up spending 6 weeks of looking up definitions of words. Some of them will work for you, some of them you might look at and you might think, not sure that works for me. Let me know which activities you enjoy, which ones are useful for you, and which ones weren't that helpful, because I can try and develop them and change them and use different things. So today we're looking at one of our spelling rules from last term, which is the IOUS or US letter pattern, as well as reminding ourselves of some of our words from the Year 5/6 word list. Now, if any of you would like to see that word list in full, you can get it online, or if you email me, I can send it over. But also, if you want to see the Year 3/4 word list or any of the earlier ones, please email me and I can send that over, because they are words that when we are looking at your writing in particular, we need to see that you can spell. So those are the best words for you to practice your spelling of. So let me share my screen to you lovely people, and let's have a look at what our word of the day for today is. So our word of the day today is infinite, which is an adjective. If you describe something as infinite, you're emphasizing that it is extremely great in amount or degree. His love for playing hockey was infinite. You normally use it, if you think of the noun infinity, it means it's never ending. It lasts forever. So we might describe the universe as infinite, for example. So it's something so large that you can't put a number on it, basically. Synonyms: limitless, unlimited, and its antonyms, its opposites, are limited or small. You can say infinity as the noun, or infinitely. So he was infinitely impressed with the class's approach to remote learning, for example. So pause the screen, have a go at using the word infinite, infinity, or infinitely to write a sentence. Send me over those sentences. And again, listen out for these on Friday when I do our little celebration assembly of some of the work that you guys have done, to see if you can spot where they all come up. Okay, so let's have a look at our activity for today. So again, we're going to be recapping some of the spelling rules that we looked at last half term, and we're going to use something called word jumbles today. So I'm going to pause the screen on 4 different slides, and on each slide you will have an almost wheel of letters, and your job is to try and arrange those letters into one of the words that we looked at last half term. Now, the first 2 will follow that IOUS letter string, so you can use that to start you off, and they're at the end of the word. With the other ones, they get gradually harder for you to have a look at and to see if you can spot what the word is that's in there. Pause the screen and take as long as you need to for it, because obviously as soon as you see the answers, the objective is done. So take as long as you need for it. I personally really enjoy these sorts of things, but I know that there are some people that find these sorts of things a bit harder. So do tell me how you found it in there. And if enough people say that they quite like this way of doing it, then I'll try and use this, even if this is a starter in our SPAG lessons. But if it confuses more people, I'll make sure that there's a second option on there as well, so that everybody's got something that they can access. So for our first ones, in both of those words, you're looking for the IOUS spelling pattern, and I'll give you a hint, it is at the end of the word in both of them. So can you pause the video, rearrange the letters in these 2 letter wheels to make a word that has the IOUS spelling pattern? Okay, so let me reveal to you what our words are. I'd love to say that I've got some snazzy thing that means that they all float into the right place, but unfortunately I've just had to write the words underneath. So we've got suspicious and gracious were our words there. So as a bit of a stretch, can you ever go at using those words in a sentence as well? Keep looking at the board to make sure that you spell them correctly. Okay, so for our next 2, these ones don't have the IOUS spelling letter string. So can you try to work out what 2 words from our Year 5/6 word list are hidden in those wheels? So pause it, see if you can work it out. And once you've got them, can you write a sentence using them? Okay, so let's reveal what these are. So they are special and ancient. Again, can you use them in a sentence? If you're not sure what they mean, then go online and do either use a dictionary or use Google, not translate, use Google Define to find out what those words mean and what their synonyms are. Okay, the next two, again, these are words from the year 5 and 6 spelling list. Can you have a go at unscrambling these word wheels? Okay, so let's reveal what they are. You should have average and curiosity. Again, try using both of those words in a sentence. And finally, our last two. Again, these are words from the year 5 and 6 word list. Can you have a look with a little bit longer there and find the word in each of them? Okay, so we have got, let me just double check because that was the second one. No. Okay, so we've got competition and appreciate. Whenever I looked at the one on the right, I was seeing participate as well, but there's not enough I's in it for that. So can you have a go at using those words in a sentence again? Hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. In your emails, let me know if you enjoyed that activity. And if enough people did, then I'll try and use them as starters a bit more. If people were a bit muddled by them and that's not the way that they prefer to work, then I will see if I can come up with something different as well. But send me over your answers and your sentences, please.